I'm thrilled to be back in the beautiful state of North Carolina. We won it twice, and we won it big, and we won it easily. With the thousands and thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. There are a lot of people here. That's a lot of people. That's a big crowd, Ted. Great Ted Bud. That's a big crowd. You got to be happy. 7 weeks from now, the people of North Carolina are going to vote to fire the radical left Democrats. You're going to send the great Ted Bud to the U.S. Senate. You're going to elect an incredible slate of true American first Republicans up and down the ballot. And together we are going to end crazy Nancy Pelosi's political career once and for all. This election is a referendum on Biden, Pelosi, Schumer, the radical left Democrat Congress that's destroying our country, that's brought our country really to the brink of ruin. You know what's happening. You know it better. And by the way, did you see the stock market today? It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Markets, years later, and the market's lower than when I left it. I'll tell you, we had the greatest success in the history of any country. Since I left office, the price of electricity is up 19%, gasoline is up 82%, fuel is up 91%, milk is up 22%, eggs are up only 46%, health insurance is up 24%, the 30-year mortgage rate has more than doubled, and real wages have declined 17 months in a row. Otherwise, we're doing quite well, thank you very much. Household wealth fell by a record $6.1 trillion last quarter. It's a record, never happened. The stock market has shed $7 trillion in value this year. Think of that. How are your 401ks doing, folks? They must be beautiful. Must be beautiful. Mark, your lieutenant governor, how are the 401ks? Mark, not too good. Not too good. Over 5 million illegal aliens have flooded across our borders, and the number, I think, is a lot more than that. Drug overdose deaths have risen in North Carolina at a level that nobody's ever seen before, at least 26%, and the murder rate is the highest in 25 years, and probably the answer is 49 years. This choice this November is very simple. If you want the decline and fall of America, then you should vote for the crazy, radical left Democrats, and that's what they are. If you want to stop the destruction of our country and save the American dream, you must vote Republican. Joe Biden and the Democrat arsonists do not care one bit about the pain and suffering they're causing you, your family, or our once great country. Remember, I was going to use an expression, we have to keep our country great, but it's not, I mean, for some reason, it's just not great anymore, and we can name those reasons, and we're going to discuss them tonight. Now, just out of curiosity, we have a 1-hour speech, we have a 2-hour speech, we have a 3-hour speech. What do you want me to do? He says 3. He says 3. Uncle Sam says 3. Look at Uncle Sam. We love Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam. They're trying to ban, Uncle Sam, not allowed to use him. They don't want Uncle Sam representing our country anymore. They think it's racist. I don't know. Uncle Sam, are you a racist? I don't think so. The only thing these deranged leftists care about, the only thing they talk about is trying to destroy your favorite president, me. Have you ever heard of me? And our great patriotic movement. That's true. There's never been a president that's gone through the crap that I'm going through, left and right, left. You feel like a fighter, left and right, and then you get up and you knock the hell out of them. And I'm glad we put on the piece from Jesse Waters. You saw that just before. about the document hoax. We have a document hoax. They're talking about me with documents, and then they go back over the last 5 presidents. You take a look at that hoax. There's no better example of the left's chilling obsession with targeting political opponents than the baseless, abusive, and depraved lawsuit against me, my family, my company, by the racist Attorney General of New York State, Letitia Peekaboo James. This raging maniac campaigned for office, ranting and raving about her goal. Her only goal is, we got to get Donald Trump. We got to get him. She knew nothing about me. I never heard of her. In fact, I was watching it, and I said, boy, that woman's angry. I don't think she likes me too much. All without having any evidence. She knew nothing about me. Before she had even begun her phony investigation, she went around boasting her plan to weaponize her office against me, probably working with the federal government, of course, declaring, I look forward to going into office of Attorney General, New York State, every single day and suing him. I'm going to sue him. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to be so happy because I sued him. She further screamed that his days are numbered and proclaimed that nothing else matters other than defeat Donald Trump. This is a gross prosecutorial misconduct, and it's coming in so many different forms, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's from Washington, D.C., whether it's January 6th, coming from many different forms. There's never been a period of time like this, and I thought actually because Liz Cheney was so badly defeated, I thought that January 6th would go away, and I think it is going away, actually, because that really was the sentiment of a great group of people. She got, I think it was the largest defeat in the history of politics as a congressperson. And that was a referendum on what they're doing. In a fair country, instead of harassing me, the Biden Justice Department would be investigating Letitia James for her appalling and malicious abuse of power. We won't even mention Hunter. We're not going to mention that because that would be disrespectful. No, that would be disrespectful. It's too long to talk about it. We'd be talking about it. Thankfully, the latest polls show that Peekaboo James is losing to her Republican challenger this fall. He's very good, too. He's a great guy. He's a real crime fighter. And we wish Michael a lot of luck because he's representing a lot of people that want to see New York change. It's a crime-ridden place. But she doesn't just deserve to lose. She deserves to be removed from office, immediately disbarred and banished from the legal profession forever. And that goes for others also. Because these prosecutors, these Democrats are out of control. They've gone crazy. They've gone crazy. The Republicans don't fight that way, and I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but you know what? It's a big difference. On Letitia James's watch, New York has become a cesspool of violent crime. Homicides in New York are up 52%. Robberies are up 38%. And carjackings are up, listen to this one, 286%. That's the new thing. You get in your car, oh, I love my car so much, darling. Thank you so much for buying. And then a gun goes through the window. They say, give me that car. 286% up. Rather than spending all of her time going after me and my family, Ivanka, think of it, Ivanka. Ivanka is a very good person. Don Jr., he's a good person. Eric, these are good people. This crazy, radical, leftist nut job, James, should be going after the killers, the gangbangers, drug dealers, and MS-13 savages who are ravaging the state of New York. But the radical Democrats don't care about prosecuting violent criminals. They only care about persecuting Republicans or conservatives. We got to remember this. We got to remember. As we have seen in recent years, our opponents have shattered every principle of justice, ransacked every institution, abused every power, and unleashed every weapon of the deep state, the fake news media. And there they are right there. They're so fake. Look how many. Look how many there are. Oh. Wow. and the Silicon Valley censors, all to try and stop us. But it's not going to be easy to stop us because there's many, many more of us than there are of them. And you know, I don't even say Republicans or conservatives. I say, you know what I call us? People with common sense. People with common sense. We don't want open borders. We want low taxes. We want good education. We want military, good, strong military. We want all of the things that just common sense. It's really not conservative, Mark. I don't think so. It's common sense. But no matter what these left-wing tyrants throw at us, no matter what the sick Washington establishment does to us, we keep on going, we keep on fighting, and we keep pushing forward. We have no choice. A very wealthy and successful man saw me 2 days ago, and I talked a little bit. I don't know if anyone saw Sean Hannity last night, but for the last 2 nights, he's done an interview with me. He did very well with the ratings. He's very smart. And I told him that there was a man that came up to me, but this happens a lot. And he came up, and see, you know that tractor out there? All that buzzing means is that it's going backwards, but it'll stop. It just stopped. It's amazing. That tractor's a long way. I know a lot about tractors. But a man came up to me, very successful, powerful man, and I said, how you doing? How have you been? He said, very good, but could I ask you a question? How do you take it? These fake prosecutors, you went through the impeachment, you went through this, and you know our poll numbers today are the strongest we've ever had, ever, by far. He said, how do you do it? And you know what I said to him? Do I have a choice? No. These people are crazy. They're crazy. But we're on a mission to rescue the America we love and restore the republic to greatness, and we will not fail. We're not going to fail. Not going to fail. For 6 straight years, it has been one witch hunt after another. The Russia scam, remember that? Set up by the Democrats and crooked Hillary Clinton. They spied on my campaign, think of it. And it wasn't the Russians that were spying, it was the Americans that were spying. Can you imagine, take Obama, can you imagine if one of us spied on his campaign? Would they call for the death penalty or something slightly worse than that? Impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, the Unselect Committee on January 6th. It's an unselect committee. I love that term. I made it. You know, they call it the select. I said, oh, I love the term unselect. They are. That's Liz Cheney and her band of terrible people. How about Adam Crying Kinzinger? He's another great Republican. By the way, and out of the 10 that voted to impeach, 8 are gone, and the other ones will be gone very soon.